You've done everything right. Fruits on your breakfast plate, regular walks, staying hydrated. But somehow your legs feel heavier, your joints stiffer, and everyday movements like getting out of a chair or walking upstairs seem harder than they used to. You might shrug it off, blaming age or just one of those days. But what if the real reason was hiding in your fruit bowl? Here's something most people over 60 are never told. Some of the most popular fruits, yes, the ones you've always been told are healthy, can quietly damage your joint strength, increase inflammation, and accelerate wear and tear in your knees, hips, and ankles. It's not about sugar alone. These fruits contain hidden acids compounds that increase uric acid or spike your blood sugar, and sugars that overwhelm your circulation when your metabolism starts to slow with age. That means less oxygen to your muscles, more stiffness in your joints, and a creeping sense that you're getting weaker even if you're eating healthy. But don't worry, this isn't a warning to stop eating fruit altogether. In fact, some fruits have the exact opposite effect. They cool inflammation. They nourish your joints. They improve collagen production, blood flow, and mobility. The key is knowing which ones to eat and which ones to avoid, especially after the age of 60 when your body changes in ways that make joint health more delicate and more important than ever. So in this video, we'll uncover the 4 worst fruits silently destroying your joint strength. But just as importantly, we'll also explore the 4 best fruits that help rebuild that strength naturally. By the end, you'll be armed with the clarity and confidence to protect your legs and regain the comfort you deserve. Pineapple, the acidic culprit in disguise. Pineapple, it's tropical, vibrant, refreshing, and often praised for its anti-inflammatory enzyme bromelain. Many people, especially older adults, eat it believing it will soothe joint pain. But here's the twist. For many seniors, pineapple may actually be making their joint pain worse. Why? Because pineapple is high in both natural sugars and strong fruit acids. When you're under 40, your body processes these things with ease. But after 60, the balance shifts. Your blood vessels become more fragile, your digestive efficiency slows. Your joints, especially if they're already inflamed, are more sensitive to what you eat. The sugar in pineapple causes sudden spikes in blood glucose, which leads to inflammation and damages the tiny capillaries that supply your muscles and joints. This limits circulation, starving your knees and hips of the nutrients they need to function and heal. And with poor circulation comes swelling, pain, and that dreaded morning stiffness. Worse still, pineapple's acidity can aggravate arthritis and existing joint inflammation. It acts like fuel on a fire, especially in knees, ankles, or hips that already feel tender or overworked. Some seniors even report that their legs feel heavier or weaker the day after enjoying pineapple, unaware that their favorite fruit may be the silent cause. And here's another risk. Pineapple can interact with blood-thinning medications. Its enzyme bromelain can amplify the effects of drugs like warfarin, potentially increasing bleeding risk or affecting clotting. That doesn't mean pineapple is always bad, but if you're over 60 and experiencing unexplained leg pain, stiffness, or swelling, it may be time to limit your intake or monitor how you feel afterward. One fruit, no matter how natural or healthy it seems, can quietly change the way your joints function, especially when your body is more vulnerable. Now let's look at another fruit that's just as deceiving and even more commonly eaten. Bananas, the muscle helper that can backfire. Bananas have long been considered a superfruit for muscle cramps, thanks to their high potassium content. They're soft, convenient, and easy to digest. But for people over 60, especially those with circulation issues or inflammation, bananas might be causing more harm than good. Let's talk about the science. Bananas are high in fast-digesting carbohydrates. That means your body absorbs their sugars quickly, leading to a rapid spike in blood sugar. For aging bodies, which tend to process glucose more slowly, this can create a roller coaster of energy crashes, insulin resistance, and increased systemic inflammation. Over time, that inflammation damages the very tissues meant to keep your joints smooth and mobile. Muscles feel weaker, stiffness becomes more common. And if you've ever felt bloated, tired, or swollen after a banana, it's not just in your head. But that's not all. Bananas are also known to encourage fluid retention, particularly in the lower legs and feet. If you're someone who already deals with puffy ankles, tight calves, or sore feet by the evening, bananas could be quietly feeding that discomfort. Many seniors eat bananas daily thinking they're helping their muscles. But if your diet already includes other potassium-rich foods like spinach, avocados, or sweet potatoes, you may be overdoing it. And here's the biggest danger. It doesn't happen overnight. You might eat bananas for years before realizing they've been contributing to a gradual decline in leg strength and mobility. That makes it even harder to pinpoint the true cause. Of course, bananas have their place in moderation. But if you're feeling more sluggish, achy, or stiff lately, and bananas are part of your daily routine, it may be time to rethink how often they show up on your plate. Now let's look at a tiny fruit that seems harmless but hides a painful truth. Grapes, the tiny fruit that fuels inflammation. They're small, they're sweet, they're often labeled as heart-healthy. But grapes, especially when eaten often by people over 60, can quietly undermine your joint health in surprising ways. The main concern, fructose. Grapes are packed with this natural sugar, and while it may not seem dangerous, the way your body processes fructose is the key. Unlike glucose, which your muscles use for energy, fructose is broken down by the liver. When your liver receives too much, especially in a slower aging metabolism, it converts that excess into fat and a waste product called uric acid. Here's the problem. Uric acid is the same compound responsible for gout, those sharp, burning pains in your toes, knees, and ankles. And even if you don't have full-blown gout, low-grade uric acid buildup can still inflame your joints over time, leading to stiffness, swelling, and a dull ache when you walk, stand, or climb stairs. Some seniors notice it as a nagging pain in the base of the big toe. Others feel it in the ankles at night or in the knees after sitting. Most don't realize that just 1 or 2 cups of grapes a day can be enough to trigger it, especially if you're also eating other sugary fruits or processed carbs. It doesn't stop there. Grapes are easy to overeat. Because they're small and hydrating, you can eat 2 cups without even thinking about it. But that can deliver a powerful dose of fructose that your body simply doesn't need. If you've been experiencing joint discomfort, fluid retention, or a sudden increase in morning stiffness, grapes could be part of the hidden cause. And like with pineapple and bananas, the effect is gradual. Weeks or months of healthy choices that quietly erode your strength. Let's now talk about a fruit that looks like it should be harmless because it's mostly water, but can betray your joints when you least expect it. Watermelon. The juicy fruit that triggers sugar spikes. Watermelon. It's the picture of summer, bright red, refreshing, and over 90% water. It feels light, easy to digest, and safe. But here's a surprising truth. Watermelon can silently stress your joints and muscles, especially as you get older. Despite being mostly water, watermelon has one of the highest glycemic indexes of all fruits. That means it causes a rapid rise in your blood sugar comparable to a candy bar. And for seniors, this is especially risky. After 60, your body's ability to regulate blood sugar weakens. When watermelon floods your system with sugar, your pancreas struggles to keep up. This leads to insulin resistance, and with it comes inflammation. That inflammation doesn't just affect your energy, it seeps into your joints where it degrades cartilage and stiffens connective tissue. Many older adults report feeling unusually tired, swollen, or stiff after eating watermelon, even though it feels like a hydrating snack. That's because the sugar spike disrupts circulation. It reduces oxygen flow to your legs, leaving you with heavy feet, aching knees, or sore hips. And there's more. Watermelon's refreshing texture tricks you into eating large portions. A few slices can quickly become half a melon. That's a massive sugar load for anybody, especially one already coping with age-related changes in metabolism. You may notice that after eating watermelon, it becomes harder to get out of your chair, or that your ankles swell in the evening. Or maybe you've had days where walking feels harder after a healthy fruit salad. It's not your imagination. The cumulative effect of repeated sugar spikes is real, and your joints feel it before your mind can understand it. Now don't worry, not all fruit is bad for your joints. In fact, the next few fruits we'll explore can do the opposite. They can soothe inflammation, rebuild collagen, and make your legs feel stronger. Let's start with one of the most powerful of them all, berries. Tiny fruits, big joint relief. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. These colorful gems aren't just delicious, they're some of the most powerful joint-protecting fruits you can eat, especially after the age of 60. What makes berries so special? First, they're low in sugar, which means they don't cause the blood sugar spikes that lead to joint inflammation. Second, they're packed with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins. These compounds actively reduce inflammation, protect joint cartilage, and support blood vessels that feed your legs and hips with oxygen and nutrients. If you've been feeling stiff in the morning, berries can help. If you're dealing with swelling in your ankles, berries can help. They even promote collagen production, which is critical for keeping your joints cushioned and mobile. In fact, a recent study found that people who consumed 1 cup of berries daily for 8 weeks had significantly lower markers of joint inflammation and reported less pain in the knees and hips. For seniors, that means better balance, easier walking, and greater freedom in daily life. Unlike grapes or watermelon, berries stabilize your blood sugar. They nourish rather than stress. And because they're so versatile, you can add them to oatmeal, yogurt, salads, or eat them frozen as a cooling treat. Berries are also great for circulation. They help strengthen the tiny capillaries in your legs, ensuring that oxygen-rich blood reaches your calves, thighs, and knees. That improves endurance, reduces fatigue, and helps you stay active longer. When it comes to protecting your joints, think of berries as tiny natural medicine. Eaten regularly, they work in the background, repairing, strengthening, and soothing. They help you move with more comfort, wake up with less stiffness, and enjoy the freedom that comes with flexible, pain-free joints. Next, let's talk about a surprising fruit that many overlook, but whose fat content makes it a miracle for older joints. Cherries. Nature's answer to joint inflammation. Cherries might be one of the sweetest natural remedies for aching joints, and not just because they taste good. These vibrant red fruits are especially powerful for older adults who suffer from stiffness, swelling, or sudden flare-ups in their knees, ankles, or toes. What sets cherries apart is their ability to reduce uric acid levels in the body. That's the same uric acid responsible for gout, a condition that causes intense joint pain, often beginning in the feet or toes. Even if you don't have gout, elevated uric acid levels can silently inflame your joints, degrade cartilage, and limit your range of motion over time. Studies have shown that tart cherries in particular can reduce uric acid within just a few days of consistent intake. That means fewer flare-ups, less burning, and more comfort with everyday movement. But cherries do more than that. They're rich in anthocyanins, the same inflammation-fighting compounds found in berries, but at even higher concentrations. These antioxidants protect your joints from oxidative damage, ease muscle soreness, and reduce stiffness caused by aging and overuse. Cherries also promote melatonin production, which supports restful sleep, a critical factor in joint recovery and inflammation control. So if you're waking up with aching knees or tight calves, a handful of cherries before bed might be the healing habit you've been missing. The key is moderation. You don't need a bucketful. A small serving of cherries a few times a week, fresh, frozen, or juiced, can significantly reduce joint pain and swelling. If you've been avoiding movement because of pain, cherries may help get you back on your feet with confidence. They're one of the rare foods that truly work as medicine, sweet, simple, and powerful. Now let's look at one of the creamiest fruits out there, often mistaken for a vegetable, that nourishes your joints in a very different but equally important way. Avocado, the creamy superfruit for stronger joints. It's smooth, rich, and satisfying. But more importantly, avocado is one of the most healing fruits for joints, especially for adults over 60 who are starting to feel the aches and tightness of aging legs. Avocados are unique in the fruit world. They're loaded with monounsaturated fats, which act like natural lubricants for your joints. These healthy fats cushion your knees, hips, and ankles, reducing friction and helping restore the comfort and fluidity you had decades ago. They're also high in vitamin E, an antioxidant that targets inflammation directly within joint tissues. This is critical for seniors, as vitamin E helps reduce stiffness, ease arthritis pain, and support the collagen that cushions your joints like shock absorbers. But avocados go even further. They're packed with magnesium and potassium, two minerals that regulate muscle contraction and help prevent the cramping, tightness, and heaviness that so many seniors feel in their calves or thighs. These nutrients also support proper blood flow, which helps carry oxygen to your legs and flush waste away. Unlike sugary fruits that spike your blood sugar and inflame your joints, avocado stabilizes your energy. It keeps you feeling nourished and satisfied without triggering insulin spikes that silently damage the tissues around your joints. A simple half avocado a day spread on toast, sliced into salads, or added to a smoothie can gradually reduce joint pain, improve leg strength, and even enhance your balance. And for those with arthritis or chronic joint inflammation, the difference can be dramatic over time. Think of avocado as a gentle, creamy healer. It doesn't just stop the damage, it builds resilience from within. For anyone over 60 looking to move more freely and confidently, avocado is a daily habit worth adopting. But there's more. Two often overlooked fruits offer joint support through digestion and anti-inflammatory enzymes. Let's explore those next. Papaya and pear, the soothing duo for joint health. Let's start with papaya. This tropical fruit isn't just easy on the taste buds, it's gentle on aging joints too. Papaya contains a powerful enzyme called papain, which acts like a natural anti-inflammatory agent inside your body. It helps break down proteins that trigger inflammation and supports healthy digestion, which in turn reduces bloating, stiffness, and systemic stress on your joints. This matters more than you might think. When your digestion is sluggish, a common issue after 60, waste builds up in the body. That waste contributes to inflammation, which circulates to places like your knees, hips, and ankles. By improving digestion, papaya creates a ripple effect of relief throughout your joints. Papaya is also rich in vitamin C, which your body uses to build collagen. That's the protein responsible for cushioning your joints and giving them the ability to bend, twist, and stretch without pain. Now let's talk about pear, another underrated fruit for older adults. Pears are low in sugar but high in fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and reduce inflammation without putting extra strain on your joints. Their gentle sweetness satisfies cravings without spiking insulin, and that stability can ease pain for people with arthritis or stiff joints. Pears are also high in antioxidants and phytonutrients that support bone density and protect cartilage from degeneration. When eaten together, papaya and pear create a gentle healing experience for your digestive system, your circulation, and your joints. They're easy to chew, easy to absorb, and easy to love, especially when your goal is to move with ease and live with less pain. They don't scream superfood, but they work quietly in the background, softening inflammation and rebuilding strength from within. Let's now bring it all together with a final reflection, because your choices from here can restore strength, comfort, and confidence in your legs for years to come. The small fruit changes that bring back strength. Now that you've seen the hidden dangers in 4 common fruits and discovered the healing power of 4 others, let's take a moment to reflect. Because this isn't just about fruit, it's about reclaiming something much deeper: your strength, your mobility, your independence. Your legs carry you through life. They support your every move, your every step, your every moment of freedom. And yet they're often the first to suffer when inflammation creeps in, when joints become stiff, when mornings begin with pain instead of peace. The truth is, what you eat plays a silent, powerful role in how your joints feel. Not just once, but over weeks, months, and years. That banana or watermelon that seems harmless, it could be feeding inflammation. That handful of berries or half avocado, it could be building cushion, easing stiffness, and restoring flexibility. And the beauty of it all is this change doesn't have to be hard. It starts with awareness, it continues with curiosity, and it blossoms with consistency. Swap grapes for cherries, trade pineapple for papaya, reach for avocado instead of another banana. These small shifts aren't about restriction, they're about restoration. You're not too old to change. You're not too far gone to feel better. Your legs, your joints, your body, they're listening to every bite you take. And when you start choosing the foods that support your healing, they respond. Not overnight, but beautifully over time. You deserve to rise without pain, to walk without fear, to move through life with strength and grace. And it begins here, one fruit at a time, one step at a time.